This is easily the coolest thing I've ever seen on a Bluetooth speaker.
Lost in thought, I'm tripping, oh, I'm wishing I was feeling.
This is the Soundcore Rave 3S AI Party Speaker, the ultimate speaker for karaoke night with family and friends. It uses an AI algorithm to instantly remove the vocals of any song, which means you don't have to search for the instrumental version or the karaoke version of your favorite tracks. You can simply queue up your favorite playlist and the stage is yours. My daughter and I have had full-blown concerts with this thing. It's definitely the most fun I've had with a Bluetooth speaker in a long time. So let's go ahead and take a closer look and see if this is something you should pick up for yourself. In addition to the speaker, you get the instructions, a lengthy Type-C cable, and you get batteries for the 2 wireless microphones that are included with the speaker. At $350, this thing competes with the likes of JBL's Partybox 120, which you can find these days between $330 to $400. But if you want dual wireless microphones to go with it, that's an additional $100 to $150. So Soundcore is just doing Soundcore things, giving us more for less. So here's a quick spec breakdown between the Rave 3S and the Partybox 120. Overall, they're very similar. A few things to note: on paper, the Rave 3S does have more power. Also, again, you get 2 wireless microphones included, as well as EQ and reverb effects to enhance your voice. You've got the AI vocal removal effect, and you have a 1/4-inch jack, which you can use to plug in a wired microphone or a guitar. The setup process of the Rave 3S is super easy. You basically grab the microphones, twist off the bottom, install the batteries, and from there you're pretty much good to go. As soon as you power the speaker on and power the microphones on, they instantly pair up with each other. And when you're not using the microphones, you've got 2 very convenient storage slots on the back of the speaker. It's basically these little rubber sleeves. You just kind of slide the microphones in there until they're secure. The microphones themselves are actually really nice. They feel good in the hands. You can control the volume level of the microphone directly on the microphone itself. You can also control the AI vocal removal effect, and you can power the microphone on and off. You even have some Soundcore branding on the back, which gives it a nice touch. And the range on these microphones is really impressive.
All right, basically we're going to see how far away we can get until the microphone starts to give us trouble. So far, so good. So far, so good. I don't know how many feet this is, but I can still hear it. Check, check, check. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. This is a pretty good distance here, and I can still hear it pretty clearly. So I think we got some pretty good range.
As far as the speaker, it comes in a little over 20 pounds, which is heavier than any other Soundcore speaker I've ever tried. But it's actually not that bad. You got a handle on the top, and there's also a little groove towards the bottom that you can stick your hand in to help carry it. If you need to take it on the go, whether it's to the park, to an event space, a friend's house, it's definitely doable. On top of the speaker, you have your controls, you have your volume level, you're able to control the strength of the reverb effect for your microphones, you have the AI vocal removal button, you have the power button, you got a nice little battery indicator, you have the Bluetooth pairing button, you have the bass up button, you have the Auracast button, you have a button to control the lighting effects, and you have your playback controls. On the back of the speaker, you got a nice rubber flap protecting the ports, you have your Type-C charging port, you have your 1/4-inch jack for a microphone or a guitar, and you have a 3.5mm audio jack. The speaker is IPX4 water resistant, so having that rubber flap over the ports definitely helps with that. Now, of course, you can't have a party speaker without RGB lights, so on the front of the Rave 3S, you have a really unique hexagonal lighting design, and there's over 26 different lighting effects that sync to the rhythm of your music. Now, if you want, you can always turn the lights off, and you can actually design your own lighting effects within the app to add some personal flair. Now, speaking of the app, you have a number of other options in there as well. You can activate the AI vocal removal effect, and within that, you actually have 4 levels. You can control how strong you want the effect to be. Level 4 is obviously the strongest. I think it does a great job. It's not 100% perfect. If you listen closely, you can still faintly hear vocals in the background, but all things considered, it's very, very impressive. And to my knowledge, there's not many speakers out there doing this. Now, if you want to use the effect, but you want the vocals to pass through a little bit more, you can choose one of the other 3 levels. Maybe you're not 100% confident in your singing ability. Again, you can choose one of those lower levels and just have those background vocals there to help you out a tiny bit. Now, one thing I will say about the vocal removal effect, if you have a song that's just really, really busy, super fast paced, just a lot going on, it might not perform as well as it would with a song that's a little bit slower. It still works and does a great job, but you might notice a slight difference. Now, there's also a feature in the app called Auto Guide Vocal. Basically, whenever you stop singing, the original vocals of the song will play, and then as soon as you start singing, it'll slowly fade those vocals out. It's not instant, it takes a few seconds to kick in, but it does work. Aside from that, you've got some different vocal modes, basically different EQ modes that affect your voice, and you have reverb control, which adds a little echo to the voice if you want. In typical Soundcore fashion, you also have EQ controls for the music, including the option to customize and create your own. There's even a spatial audio feature, and with this feature turned on, anytime you place the speaker horizontally, the spatial audio automatically kicks in, and it sounds incredible. It widens the sound, it gives you better vocal separation, and the spatial audio paired up with the bass up mode is the perfect combination. It sounds absolutely incredible. Now, I did do a quick sample just so you guys can get an idea of the spatial audio being on versus off. Just keep in mind that listening to the spatial audio through a video does not do it justice whatsoever. It's really something you have to experience in person, but at least you guys can get a feel for the effect being on versus off.
Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to mess my night up, even on my nights off. I can't even rest up for the morning. Tell me why it has to follow me around. Ooh.
As far as the lighting effects, you have access to those in the app as well. And I like the shuffle option because it cycles through all the effects. So basically, you can enjoy all of them at the same time. You can also control the brightness level. And again, if you want, you can turn the lights completely off. You can also turn on Auracast within the app. So if you have 2 of these speakers, this is how you would pair them together. Something else I like is the option to set an automatic power off timer. That way, if you forget to turn the speaker off, you're able to conserve that 12-hour battery life. Now let's go ahead and talk audio quality. For me, this is by far the most capable speaker Soundcore has produced. Again, it's the biggest speaker I've ever checked out from them. And just to give you guys a size comparison, this is how it looks next to the Boom 2 Plus. It has 3 2.5-inch full range drivers and 1 6.5-inch woofer. It's loud, the bass is incredible. Obviously with that dedicated woofer, you get that low end rumble that you're looking for. You also get great clarity, great definition, and even when you max out the volume, this thing maintains its composure extremely well. No distortion, it's not jarring to listen to, it just delivers a great sound. I did take some audio samples, but like I said earlier, it doesn't really do this speaker justice. It's always tough listening to a speaker through a video, but like I always say, it is better than nothing.
Kanske var det meningen att jag skulle fastna här ikväll. Måste ut, måste bort, ta mig härifrån. När du såg mig under ljusen du startade en eld i mig och vi satte en väg ut. Lämnar över all kontroll, jag gillar hur du rör mig nu. Look around and stop and stay.
This is easily my favorite Bluetooth speaker out of all the Bluetooth speakers that I own, which I do own quite a few. But just everything this speaker brings to the table, the fact that it comes with 2 wireless microphones out the gate, the AI vocal removal effect, I don't have any other speaker that can do that, the sound quality, the lighting effects, the option to connect a wired microphone or a guitar, it's an extremely versatile speaker. The only point of criticism I would have is that the audio from the wireless microphones could be a tad cleaner. You do hear a slight bit of white noise in the background, and it's mainly noticeable if you're using the microphones without music. I don't think it takes anything away from the speaker, it's just something I noticed. And even with that, like I said, this is still hands down my favorite Bluetooth speaker. The retail on this is $350, which is already a great price, but they do have a pre-order special where you can pay $1 and get $60 off. So basically you can get this thing for right around $300, which is absolutely insane. The link will be in the description if you're interested. And aside from that, that pretty much covers it for this video. Hopefully you guys found it to be helpful. If so, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.